What's going on, everybody? The world is a better place because you are here to join us. My name is Matt Brown, and I am the host of the Productive Conversations podcast. And it is a Sunday, October 20th, into Monday, October 21st, 2024. The NLCS has come to a close, and the Los Angeles Dodgers have prevailed, and they have won the National League pennant, knocking out the New York Mets by a score of 10-4 in this elimination game at Dodger Stadium, officially setting up the World Series we have all been waiting for in the New York Yankees versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. So before we talk about what happened tonight, I just remind you to like and subscribe to the Productive Conversations podcast on all podcasting platforms and YouTube. And don't forget to check out exclusive content regarding the show across all social media platforms. On Instagram at Productive Conversations Podcast, X and Twitter at ProudConvoPod, on TikTok at Productive Conversations, and Facebook at Productive Conversations. And don't you forget to always check out and support our friends at Magic Mind, our presenting sponsor. This elixir is the key to enhancing your life once and for all. Thanks to its signature vitamins and nootropics, Magic Mind helps me get through my day no matter what and gives me the energy I need to go about my day. And it also prevents less stress, gives me mental clarity, and just gives me that boost that I ultimately need. And you can get Magic Mind by going to magicmind.com/PCMB and use discount code PCMB20 for 48% off your first subscription or 20% off your first one-time purchase. So, yes, we have completed our extensive coverage of the AL and National League Championship Series. Obviously, we celebrated on Saturday night into Sunday with Alec regarding the Yankees clinching the AL pennant. And it's the LA Dodgers who are the team that will meet them once and for all. And what happened tonight with game 6, right? And, we saw all the games. And clearly, it was either a Dodger blowout where the offense just kept pounding the Mets pitching, or the Mets wound up striking first, getting some solid starts from getting some solid innings from their bullpen on certain days, but not all. And it was for a second the Mets striking first. Thought maybe with the Alonso RBI in the first inning, thinking, okay, this is exactly what they need to do to keep the momentum going and win like they have won in Los Angeles and in an elimination game at home, right? By the way, the Dodgers won 10-5 instead of 10-4. So, yet Tommy Edman, the NLCS MVP and rightfully so, was getting a clutch double, hits a home run, and Will Smith adds to the mix. Ohtani, Betts, Teoscar, and Kike Hernandez all were adding to it. And sure, Mets showed a little life. Vientos, if there was a NLCS MVP for the losers, he was definitely be the one. But ultimately, the Mets ran out of gas, and their magic season comes to an end. Now, quickly on the Mets, you have to tip off their cap. They gave one hell of a ride in October. Though it comes to an end, maybe some think prematurely, but even though it comes to an end, ultimately, I think it's fair to say that this was a successful season, a season that people thought they were punting. Heck, I was saying on this podcast, and we've said, even believe it was with Russ Miller, that it was a hopeless season, that nothing was going to happen. And they bring it to game 6 of the NLCS. Incredible stuff. From Seymour Wiener to the Rally Pimp to Grimace, Hawktua Girl, Gay Mets, of even the Rizzler for a little bit. You felt like, man, they might really win with heart and determination and just solid play and things going to the right place at the right time. But ultimately, this Dodger lineup and the Dodger pitching staff and the Dodgers just being the better team ultimately sealed the victory right here, right now. And now you just sit back and relax, watch highlights that you will enjoy for the rest of your life, and wait till next year. Who knows what's going to happen? This was supposed to be a rebuild year, and clearly they have the right GM or president of baseball operations in David Stearns. They have the right manager in Carlos Mendoza, and clearly the right owner in Steve Cohen. And now they will figure out what to do with in the postseason. What you do with Pete Alonso? What are you going to do with Vientos? How are you going to structure the bullpen? What are you gonna do with Alvarez after a bad end of the year? And then you go from there. What do you have? I mean, you have great prospects coming in. Who knows what? Who knows what? Um, who knows what Luis Angel Acuna is gonna be? I mean, is he gonna be like Jeter? Gets in at the end in '95, watches from the bench them lose in Seattle, and then takes over the team himself the next season. Maybe that is the case. But ultimately, this Mets team brought hype to the Mets fans, brought hype to the city, and they ran with it. And who knows? There were times maybe they did have a chance. But again, we talked about this team being much better. The better team clearly won, even with some hiccups. No Freeman towards the end of the series. Glass now, Kershaw all out. And but ultimately Otani steps up with runners in scoring position. Edmund has a big series. Kike has a big series. Teoscar started late, but he started hitting. And now, well, the Dodgers with the stellar bullpen they have, they are going to be one tough out. And yeah, combine this now, this Dodger hype with the New York Yankees in the mix. The matchup of all matchups. The first time in my lifetime that I could see Yankees Dodgers at 29 years old. And look at this. It's about to go off. It's going to be fun. We got the World Series we wanted, and game 1 of the World Series is this Friday night. And I was talking with Alec offline about you enjoy these next 5 days, especially that we don't have to record any baseball instant reactions. We take a little break. We will definitely be doing the World Series reactions. Now, I will let you know off rip. I'll be out of town. I have plans. I'm going to chill with the great Sam Char. We're gonna meet some people and actually be at U Heart's Alumni Weekend. The first time I'm on the University of Hartford's campus since I graduated now 7 years ago. And we're going to spend the weekend in Hartford, see some old friends, see some old stomping grounds, and see what's changed. So that I will be tuned in during Friday night's game 1 and Saturday night's game 2. In terms of getting an instant reaction, I will definitely try. If I have to, I'll record it to the side, over to the side. I will find a quiet space if I have to. I'm going to try my best to make sure we get the instant reactions for game 1 and 2. And I'll keep you posted just in case something has to change, but we will no doubt be covering and having instant reactions to all the World Series games, one way or another. Obviously, we had to move some things today. Your football recaps will be released on Tuesday instead of Monday mornings, Sunday night, Monday morning, and stuff like that. So no worries there. But yeah, just been working a lot. And if you notice me recording these in work clothes, so uh making everything work that we have to, but this is what we do. This is our passion, and this is what we will do full time before we know it. Very soon, in fact. So we're getting ready for those days of grinding and making exclusive content, making good amounts of money with it, and then paying it forward after that. But until then, we grind amongst everything that's going on in our life right now. But as I mentioned, we will be reacting to all the World Series games, and it's going to be one hell of a time, especially the fact that it's going to be a Yankees Dodgers World Series. Exactly what we want. Am I right? So also on that, so Monday will not release a show. I mean, we'll technically release it Monday. No additional shows. We're not going to react to a game 7. The tweet cap will be released on Tuesday, the 22nd. And we will do our 2 recaps: NFL Week 7, College Football Week 8. Then Wednesday, we will do a World Series preview. Me and Alec booked a recording date for that, and we will release that to the masses on Wednesday. Then Thursday, on top of everything going on, we have our NBA preview where we preview the NBA season. You know who we're bringing in for that, the great fresh faces. And then football picks. And yeah, we didn't do too good in college and NFL. I will talk about that on Tuesday. Bounce back, and then Friday with another tweet cap, and then we will figure it out from there on how we're going to get you those instant reactions to the World Series, Game 1 and Game 2. But we're going to enjoy what we can until then, and there will be no worries there. Bottom line, though, what an incredible year from the New York Mets. Got to give them credit. That team kept fighting until the last inning. But the future is bright in Flushing, Queens, and we will see what they will do in the offseason. As for the Dodgers, well, this is what you expected. This is what happens when you brought the $700 million Shohei Ohtani in. The also insane contract of Yamamoto, over $900 million from those those 2 players alone, on top of Mookie, Freeman, and Betts, and clearly other players who are doing insane this postseason, like Edman and Kike, and so on and so forth. And then you got the New York Yankees. The Yankees that haven't been to the World Series in 15 years. The Yankee team that everybody is contributing. Obviously, the 3-headed monster in Soho, Stanton, and Judge. And then they all having great ALCSs. Glaber's had a hell of a postseason. Volpe's been stepping up. Our pitching staff, especially in the bullpen, with Leiter, Hill, and Weaver especially making big moves. And obviously, you got Garrett Cole in there, Rodon, who's been good when we needed him. And what a collision between 2 great franchises. And we will see who's better, who wants it more. And we'll get more into that later in the week. But for now, congratulations to the New York Mets on a season that nobody will ever forget. And I'll quote the great Howie Rose, who said, I'm paraphrasing, but he says, this team made the 70-year-old man feel like he was 15 again. You know what they say, how can you not get romantic about baseball with that? Hats off to the Mets. Congratulations to the Los Angeles Dodgers for winning their pennant. And here we go, Mets and Dodgers. Let's enjoy it. I'll see you all throughout this week, and we're going to enjoy every step of the way. And happy birthday to Productive Conversations. 4 years ago today, I launched Productive Conversations on a whim just to make this show to enhance my career. And that not only has been doing that, it's not only been doing that, so much more, and creating so much potential, and the future is bright from there. So we will continue to have productive conversations across sports news, entertainment, and culture. And let's begin our next chapter. This is year 4, starts today. All right. Or well, yeah, year 4 starts today, huh? Okay. So with that, my name is Matt Brown. I am the host of the Productive Conversations podcast. We'll see you this week with plenty of things to talk about.